Our laces have been some of the most popular products of our entire year. So we decided to make some belts out of that exact same lace tannage, still on the micro adjust system. And it's the exact same tannage. So it's like the lace thickness, but like 10 times the thickness. These are gonna be some tough belts, and you get to match your laces, kit out your boots. Check them out below. Feit unboxing. This is a brand that I've known about for a while. We've somehow never covered on the channel because they make like some of the weirdest, most unique, most over the top, most high quality products in the sneaker world that's still in the shades into heritage. And they've been a big inspiration for a couple projects of mine. Even like the Smugs, you know, like the Goral Smugs, we're trying to make sneakers made using good shit, trying to combine a sneaker with a boot. And that's a lot of what these guys do, but they take it even further, you know, because the Smugs are a cup sole, they're Blake stitched, like boot thickness leather, but they're still like in the form of a sneaker. And to be honest, I don't even really know how these are built, but they're different and they're way over the top. And so, well, I was going to do the Underbrush new berry gum because I really like the Underbrush stuff. It's made of like natural waxes and tree tar and like a bunch of natural stuff, and so it's like a heritage gum, like literally a heritage gum, you know, because forever indigenous people across the world, it's a nice way to say like old school people across the world have always been chewing on like the gum from trees, like the little sap balls, like they eat little, like I had cherry trees growing up, they grew little sap balls. So it's kind of like heritage gum. It's pretty cool, but I lost the berry flavor. So, what knives? Doing the Lander 5 today. I have the Lander 3 here. I think it's the Lander 3. I wish they would put what they are on their blades or something, because I can't remember which Lander version we're ever talking about. But Lander 5, 2.2 inches long. I still have not mastered the flick yet on it. So, let's get to it. Let's see what the Feits look like. I'm already hot, too. This Howler Bros jacket from Huckberry is my new favorite jacket. It's so nice. I need to get it broken in. It's still like a little bit like stiff and it doesn't quite fall how I want it to yet. Okay. Ooh, I almost just stabbed myself. Let's see what Feit sent us. I always thought it was like Fiat the whole time. I didn't know they were called Feit until we literally hopped on a call with them. All these brands with their unique names, I always screw them up. Whoa, we got a few in here. All right, what's this say? Appreciate the connection and the call. Looking forward to seeing more and furthering our relationship. Take care, Natasha and Tough. I think they were so nice. They're like, when you meet these brands that are really small and very passionate about what they're doing, it shows through in their personality and how they treat other people. Versus like brands that are run by people that are just trying to make money, it comes across the same way. And it's not to say that you're not supposed to be in the business to make money, but it's just a lot more fun to work with passionate people that are just trying to make it work more than it is the passionate people that are trying to make money like we all are. So that is a cool box. That looks like it's I think that's hand written too. It's like kanji. Season 4, episode 80. Feit. Okay, this is the classic high tan. My size 2, 43. Material, semi-cordovan. What does that mean? What is semi-cordovan? Let's find out. I've wanted like a pair of these for several years now. Got some good certification of authenticity. Dang, that's nice. So this is the 54th pair out of 80. I think it's maybe kanji. That's so cool. That's the stuff you only get at these like true handmade stuff. Got your care guide, teach how to take care of the leather. It says all Feit shoes can be worn barefoot as leather hide will remain neutral during hot and cold days and never smell. We recommend wearing socks for the first few days to help break in the leather sole shoes. The leather will soften and mold to your foot over time. A set of extra cork buffalo leather insoles. All right, let's check it out. Let's look at the insoles first. Whoa. It's like It's very similar to like our boot breakers, right? Just like a super simple buff top, so you don't have, that's why we went from a really smooth top to a buff top like this, because this grips your foot just a little bit, especially the first couple wears where you're sliding around, you don't have that imprint like deep into the leather to kind of cup your toes or your heel or whatever. This buff surface helps a lot. That's nice. Plus, they send you with some actual cork. Cork is cool, but it's also really fragile. So that's the problem with cork. Sorry, Feit. I'll pretend that didn't happen. But you know, these, you can buy giant rolls of cork. It's not like these are crazy expensive or anything, but it's a cool option I've never seen anyone do. You just have to be careful when you put them in because it'll do that. But once they're in, it shouldn't bend any more than like this or this, so it should hold up fine. Yeah, that's a cool concept. Just like a removable actual cork layer. Because this is the same layer, this is like the same kind of sheet cork that the cobblers will use to put it in. They either like have a loose cork or sheet cork like that. So that's a really cool little feature. I like it. All right, let's see what the actual shoes look like. All right, here we go. Whoa, look at these. Oh my gosh. These are nuts. What the heck? Look at, that is a lot of leather there. So it's two pieces of leather glued together, so you have the smooth, looks like on the inside and the outside. So that's probably like 3 to 4 millimeters thick of leather. No eyelets. They must have some sort of structure in there because you can see, let me see if I can show it on the reflection. See that little outline right there that wraps around and down through there? And then right here you can see there's like another little glimmer that's showing you that highlight. So they sandwich some sort of material in between to structure these eyelets, otherwise you just pull straight through them. You got little hand sewn details here. Whoa, this thing's a freaking hole cut too. I didn't even like realize that. So notice how the leather starts here with the back seam, and then it wraps around, no seams, wraps around there, no seam there, little protective stitch there, no seams, all the way back to the heel. So this whole upper is one piece of leather. Is the whole lining one piece of leather, or did they cut that one up? Let me see if I can, okay, so the lining, so it's only double layered up the shaft. The lining stops about right there, and then this is just unlined, it looks like. No, there's like it seems like there's a lining in the toe. Yeah, so there's just like a little bit of a liner in the toe as well. So from here to here, there's no lining, but here to there is. And then what about the outsole? So this is what I meant by, you know, it's like an even more extreme version of what we did with Goral and the Smugs, because this doesn't have a cup sole. This has leather foxing. So you know, usually on like your Vans, your Converse, they are vulcanized construction where they wrap the tape around it and it's still a little tacky, but they put it in a big oven and it cures and bonds all that together without even needing glue because it's just the rubber bonds together. That's the same concept as this, but they use leather. You got your little split right there. I really want to tear this apart to see what's on the inside, but then you've got basically like a little teeny heel. Look how small that heel is. It's like 5 millimeters of heel. And you've got a Vibram rubber top lift and 4-foot sole. And this nice little patch in the middle there. Those shoes are weird, and I love them. Like this, like I said, this was one of the inspirations for the Smugs, because this is just about as extreme as you can take this concept. You know what, actually, how much are they? I have a strong feeling that they're expensive, because you can't just go to any factory and have that made. You have to like really develop this, and I don't really, let's figure it out. Let's figure out their history. I think they probably told us on the video, or on the call, but it's also hard to remember everything, but also it's fun to discover on the video, whatever I'm trying to say. You can bring you guys along for the ride, okay? Feit. Their branding and stuff is nice too. Okay, the hand sewn high, retails for $895. Right now they're on sale for $661. But you see what I mean? You know, it's like to get this hand wrapped this, and they have all this high quality materials to do like the 2 different layers of leather, and then have like a supportive layer between the eyelets. That's definitely hand sewn. You know, you're not gonna get this for cheap because it's truly handmade. I think. Let's see. Product update with the boot breakers. So after some feedback from you guys, this was our original boot breaker material, just some veg tan. but it's a little too smooth on top. We decided to go with slightly adjusted leather where we got a little bit of a buff top. So come on over here. Now you can see the difference between the old 5mm versus the new. And the nice thing about these is they take up room inside your boots. So if you got a boot that's too big or you want a shoe that feels more like a true heritage boot, you just throw one of these in there and it solves all your problem. They don't stink to this veg tan. Don't forget we also have our regular foam boot breakers with the big thick mattresses in the green, the medium thickness in the blue, and the OG boot breakers at 2mm. These are the ones that really started this whole thing, where we just made a little insole you can slide in any heritage boot without changing the size. It's just 2mm thick. Give you a little bit of squish, help you break in the boots, and you can keep them in the boots if you want. That's where the whole name boot breaker came from. So that's it for the product update. Product update. Let's go to the description. The high top court sneaker is stripped down to its essential features and restitched entirely by hand. A single piece of leather. Whoa, so this whole thing is stitched by hand? Yeah, because you don't have any stitches up through here. Hand stitches, hand stitches. Hand stitches. Wow, okay. Completely, entirely, and is restitched entirely by hand. Wow. A single piece of leather creates this style, hand stitched at the heel, creating a comfortable, seamless wear. Raw, unlined edges highlight the simplicity of natural materials, while exposed stitches at the tongue and heel are a discreet reminder of the human craftsmanship behind the construction of every pair. Each one-piece leather upper is cut from exceptionally soft vegetable-dyed semi-cordovan leather. Vegetable-dyed semi-cordovan leather that has been sustainably sourced, reducing waste. I have no idea what vegetable-dyed semi-cordovan leather is. Because cordovan is, you know, the horse butt cheeks. It takes like 6 months to tan them. It's like, it doesn't have like as big of a fiber structure. It's almost, you almost can't even see the fiber structure. So, but Horween does a tanning type where I think it's even the Chrome Excel. I think they finish Chrome Excel in the tanning pits similar to cordovan. And I think that's the same with Dublin. And so that would be my guess, is does it look like a true veg though? Or is it a veg retan? My guess is it's a true veg tan that's finished similar to cordovan. Let's hope. That'd be cool if that's what it meant. Sustainably sourced, reduce waste by recycling excess materials for other industries. The natural cork midsole. Oh yeah, we didn't even look down there. So is this removable? Nope. So there's a cork midsole between those layers, must be. Midsole wicks moisture away without absorbing odors, and each leather outsole is attached by hand using the advanced Goodyear welt stitching technique. What? So is there a welt hidden in here? I wonder if it's welted and they roll this up and they kind of encapsulate it like Uggs do almost. See what I mean? Like, I've been wanting to look at the shoe forever because there's nothing else out there like this. There's nothing even close to how crazy this thing is. Vibrant rubber sheeting at the front and the back of each outsole improves traction and increases the longevity of each sole, making this season's hand sewn high not only more comfortable, but more durable as well. I think I'm in love. I think it finally happened. Okay, veg tan semi-cordovan upper, veg tanned leather insole. So it must be veg tan that is finished like cordovan, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna wear these to the freaking gym today. Start breaking them in. Construction, human. That's funny. Construction, human. Sewn by hand, lasted by hand. Modified hand-sewn construction. So, pretty freaking sick. I want them. I want to wear them right now. Okay, let's see what else they sent us. And there's a couple boxes in here, so hopefully they'll let us cut one of these in half. I gotta know what's inside these. And I'm hoping they send us a few pairs so I can literally just put some on, because right after this, going to the gym, and it'd be fun to start breaking them in today. Whoa. Okay, this is the Denny. Ooh, I feel a softer sole on this one. I look like a vampire today. I look like I'm dying. Ooh, look at that. Look how simple it is. I love it. I gotta turn down my exposure a little bit. Look at that. It's such a unique feel to a shoe because it feels very raw. It feels very natural. And like, because it's just one solid piece, and like you can see the supports underneath the leather. Like, it's just super simple, and I love it. That is cool. I like that even on the inside, you can see they've got a little bit of arch support right there. Wait, it's backwards. There we go. That is pretty wicked. They also come with kind of a hybrid insole with a cork sheet on the bottom, and then it's latex foam, and then that leather on top. Those are cool too. This feels like a Lactea Bea sole. Oh, it is. Yeah, Lactea Bea. You can see how natural these are, because even right here, you can see there was a little bit of a flaw in the casting. You can barely see it, but that's because that's kind of the whole vibe of this whole shoe, right? It's like, it's perfectly imperfect. It's about as high quality and like took all the precision construction techniques, being hole cut, Goodyear welted, all this crazy stuff, but it still looks like really raw, which I love. Cool. Okay. I have a feeling this is the 44 to my other 43 high tops, because I feel like I asked them, like, is there any way we could get a 43 and a 44 so I could use sizing information, but also so I could just have a pair just in case we cut one of them. So let me know if, oh yeah, perfect. Yes. Okay, so I'll give you guys some good sizing information when I try them on. That means I get to keep a pair, I think, unless we have to return these. If not, I'm keeping it anyway. All my saying got lost in the mail. It's like, sorry guys. Just that one size that fit me perfectly got lost in the mail. I don't know what to tell you, sorry. And then they see me wearing around all the time. Okay, last pair from Feit, the Marco. I love these boxes too. Feit, pronounced Feit, was established in 2005. Since then, we have been steadfast in the pursuit of crafting products with no equal. Feit shoes are built to last. The materials used will mold to your foot. Antimicrobial properties, made in partnership with master craftspeople in regions of specialized renowned the world over. Feit maximizes their expertise to create durable products with the highest grade natural materials. In this box, you will find additional footbeds which are meant for comfort and customized fit. Please refer to the care guide for more information. Cool. What is this one then? Is it the little slip-on? Oh, so it's just the other size of this one, right? I didn't screw that up somehow. Cool. Dang, these are so sick. Okay, let's try them on. I'm gonna ask them if I can cut these in half because they are so sick. This is like taking Smugs to the ultimate level. You know, it's like, how much further can you take Smugs? That much further. That's the fun of collaborations, right? It's like, we get to try to push these brands as far as we can, but also it's not like it's our brand, so it doesn't really, it allows me to be like, hey, ours are sick, but also look at these Feit ones. Like, look how sick this is. And, you know, instead of playing that ego game of like, no, we are the only ones that make sneakers like this. What am I wearing? My Russell Blood Hunters. Got a new drop coming, early 2026. So if you missed out on your Blood Hunters, they're coming back, but there's gonna be more. It's probably honestly, it's probably the coolest collaboration I've ever been a part of, the Naked and Famous one. Just wait. Okay, these are the 43s. I'm a 10 on the Brannock. I wear 43s in Birkenstocks for reference. That feels like that fits about right. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. Finally, it finally happened. Yeah, I think I would go with the 43. Let's try the 44s just to be safe. Yeah, I just love how raw these are. Just so, like, they're really well done and very precise, but they still are very raw. They kind of remind me of Guidi boots. You guys remember the Guidi boots? Those are really cool. Unique pattern. kind of like a actual designer brand that has decent quality. Okay, 44s. Okay, without an insulin, I think I'd go 43. Yeah, because my big toe is right there on the 43s, about like there. My big toe on the 44s are about there. So there, and there. That's only like an 1/8 quarter-inch difference. Oh my gosh, I love these. These are so sick. So I'll be wearing these immediately. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you want to see these cut in half. Support this video if you want to see that, because that's a big part of how we convince brands to let us cut their stuff in half. It's a big part of how I decide what we're gonna cut. Like if the video gets 1,000 views, I'm like, we're not gonna gamble on that and cut that on the main channel. So if you want to see these cut, support this video, go check out Feit's website. I put that link below, and I think that's it. So thank you guys. See ya. Dang, these are so freaking sick. That is so cool.